welcome back, or good morning if I haven't seen you yet today. Welcome to the choreography workshop where we take a little piece of music or part of a piece of music and we do a little choreo, little steps to it, and then we clean those up and we talk about a little bit of the meaning of the steps, what we want to say with the piece, and some technical stuff too, and try and do a little bit of a different style each time. So there's no specific dance style that you have to know to join in. You can just join in as you are and have a good time with it. But yeah, I want you to also be learning stuff slowly with it. So that's why I sometimes circle back to some technical stuff. But most of all, I want you to put that extra feeling into what you're doing, to create kind of a dialogue with your audience, so you are speaking to them and making sure that your movements also speak to them, that they're not just movements, that everything has a specific part to play in what you're doing. So we are now learning, or we're going to finish up today, Never Enough from The Greatest Showman, and this is arrangement by DJ Tronky. So it's got a bachata beat, it's got kind of a Latin vibe to it, and this is a fusion of a lot of different things, a lot of turning this one, but don't feel like you have to be a turner because we're going to do some stepping turns, which we're going to go over in detail next week, that you can always modify or change some parts of it. I'm not going to have time today to go over the modifications because we want to finish up, but I will do that next week. So if there's something that really you feel like is going to be awkward or unsure, then you want to change it out for something else, because last thing you want to do is perform feeling unsure of something for whatever reason. Usually it's like a technical thing that you're like, ooh, this is very unsteady, this is wobbly, and when you get to performance, it can be even more wobbly. So we don't want that. We want everything to be very secure. So what I'm going to do is run over what we've already done and finish up a little bit at the end and see what else that we have time for. So I'm just going to start without the music and just turn the music on at the end, as we're a little rushed in the morning. We've moved up the times, but we had some technical issues, so we got a little late start. So we're just walking in very serenely. You're thinking about something, and I have to keep backing up here, just disclaimer, because I'll get out camera on each other. So walking around, and I want you to stop on your balance. And so we talked about the balance. This is just a technical thing because I just lost my balance because I wasn't paying attention. So as you're walking, you want to be thinking ahead that your hips stay square, they go over your leg before you actually take your second one up. This is a little trick, also a little illusion that you can slow down your steps while you make that weight shift and pull your leg up, so you know that you're going to be able to stay. Because if you just kind of put it up willy-nilly, you know, if you kind of get distortion, or if your core isn't holding tight, then you're going to get a wobble. And don't want any wobbles here. So along here, and your knee is coming up and circling through and sliding through parallel position, and your left leg is sliding forward along with your left arm, and we'll be turning over while leaving our weight on our right leg. And we'll be stepping, just going to do a replacement step. And again, I have to keep skipping back. And this front leg is going to swing through. If your belly, you can turn it out. If not, you can keep it just forward, stepping on it, and then stepping backwards and backwards. Do a little change here. And landing on this right leg like we're listening to something. And that something is kind of propelling us to do our bachata basic, which is our step together, step tap. So stepping together, and then stepping, And with our tap here, bring the arms in. And planting our feet. This is just our upper body, and our elbows are rotating out and coming together. So, together here, and then hips swinging around to the other side. And then we're going to be listening to something over that direction. And that's going to swing us into our Bachata basics. And we're going right together, right, tap left, left, together, left, tap right, and then right tap, and the left, we're going to step instead of tapping. We're going to do swing around and start walking forward. And a little tippy toe walk to the corner. So we're trying to put some little surprises in this. So we're going to not do what the audience is expecting us to do. That is to say, their minds are already going in one direction into another. So we do that quick little turn and little walks to the corner where we'll start our pulsing. We're saying never be enough, never be enough. So forward, and then we're going to rotate that front arm out. These are just kind of little bounces here. And then to the back, and the last pulse for that phrase is turning at our shoulders. So we're back and shoulders. And then the next one, we're just going to go down with our pulses and little jump to swing your left leg forward. And then we do 8 little steps going that way. Instead of space here. And stretching up to that corner, back corner. And we're going to use this left arm to swing ourselves around. And this is like a little tippy toe walk. But what I want you to do, and we'll work more on this next week, is kind of isolate that upper body. So while your lower body's staying straight, make these little steps. Your upper body is moving, it's isolated, so you can do an arm movement. Like you're hugging a big ball or rubbing your hands down a big ball. So you're coming here and coming to the center. And then you're going to start your pulses again. So it's like you're throwing a little tantrum here. And this is your elbows again, going in and out. Your elbows start the movement and they're going out in. And now bring your hands with you. So that's what's driving the movement. I talk about what drives the movement very often, what leads the movement, because it makes a big difference in the aesthetic of how you do it. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm having fun with this one. It's such a beautiful piece. I love it. And so elbows are giving that. It's like you're throwing a little tantrum. And then with the next pulses, you can go in and out. And again, this is your elbows coming in and out and in. It's a bigger movement. And then last time, you're just gonna grab your head like you're having a terrible headache. And from here, you want this big, like it's an explosion with bigger movements, even though this is on the ground. So this is going to be as big as you can make it to the side. And then a step, and a little hop on your right foot. We'll bring your left one up. And this is all bringing you towards this corner where you're going to have a big kind of sweep up. And this is, your motion is going forward, so it's like you're falling forward to do your next one, which is a lunge on your right, lunge on your left, and you've got opposite arms opening up here. Then you can do a step, and this one, as we talked about, we're going to make modifications next week, so you can either make it a jump with your right leg swinging forward back, or you can make it a jump with your leg going forward, and just swing it back on the ground. You can even keep it on the ground. It's really, the technique isn't really the important thing here. And moving backwards, little pivot here, and we'll talk about what to do instead of those pivots if you're not comfortable doing them. And then we'll do another Bachata basic. Thank you again, Oscar. Thank you. They're brightening our day here. That's great, thank you. And then we've done Bachata basic. we come back to the center, and again, this is slowing down our big movements, making them smaller, to, again, keep our audience awake, making sure they're still paying attention, that we're not doing exactly what, you know, kind of their subconscious optics told them that was gonna happen. So, going back here, and swing that leg back, and this is kind of like a, you know, your arms going forward, legs going back. So, again, I tend to do everything kind of balletic because that's how I was trained, but you certainly don't have to. It's not about that here. That will also propel your backwards movement, and that's more technique that we're going to be working on. And stepping back, and we're going to do a movement here where right leg goes up and then your left leg goes up. So you can either jump that one again, you can make a little jump here, or you can kick forward and then kick back. And we'll work on the mechanics of that next week. So landing here and here, if you can, do a little turn there, but you don't have to. You can also do a stepping turn. And then pull it up, be turning till we get to the middle, and then this is like a bachata, but it's not a true one. The hip is like going forward, like somebody's pulling you. So to the corner, and then right leg closing in, tap to the left, and the left closing in, tap right, and turning, and this is where I get lost. Okay, so we're going down here. So you're sinking down on your right leg, and then you're going to be opening up your left. And you want to keep your weight here on your right leg so you can turn quickly. And then this one is going to circle out. So your right circles out, your left circles out. And again, have a little tiny balance here. So make sure your hips get on your leg, pick it up. And then we're going to start walking to the back, but with a little kind of hips going from side to side. So we're walking to the back. And then we're going to have another pulse. So we're kind of asking something to somebody who is kind of over there. We're asking here, pulsing, and then we're going to ask a little bit higher up for the next ones. And from here, another little surprise turn, comes up, and step over with your right, and then kind of kick the left out of the way, and we're going to prepare over here, lunging on our left. Thank you. You are the best, Oscar. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying it. Please come again. We so appreciate it. That is really nice of you. So landing on the left leg, and then we're going to start like a grapevine. So we're going to step right. The left is going to come over, and we're going to work more on the arms, but our arms are kind of reaching from side to side, and we want to end the last planted, so we'll probably, instead of going that direction, we'll probably have to come back again, so we land in the middle. And this is an important moment. This is where we're going to talk directly to our audience. Like you're saying something again, we're going to be pulsing. These elbows are going to be driving the movement. You'll be asking a question of your audience, and then you'll be asking a question a little bit higher. And from here, there'll be another kind of big lead in, and sit back on the left leg, right arm comes up, and this one you want to stretch out, and step under with your right, and the left leg is going to shoot out to the back. So again, you can make this arabesque, or you can just let it shoot out to the back, and we'll touch more on that later on. And then we're going to do another chassé, and we're going to step over on your right and jump on your right as we open the left leg. You can either bend or straighten. You can jump here. You can jump with an opening here. But you want to keep traveling this direction so that you can then, once you've jumped, You want to land on your left. Then we're going to hop on this one. And then we're going to do like a little leap. So we're going to do step right, and then step left, and that right is going to kick out. But it's not really a leap. Again, we're going to be jumping, but this leg is going to come straight through. And I'm going to reach up to the sky as high as possible and drop down. So make sure you're warmed up for this one. This is a lot of jumping and dropping and turning and coming back up. And this time we're gonna go up again, not as high, but try and point again to that corner. So we're gonna turn, and then we're gonna do kind of our step tap bachata movement. So step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap. And this last one, we're going to have to move pretty fast. We're going to be sitting on our left leg, and we're going to be turning on our right. So again, this is something that we're going to show you the modifications to it next time. If you're a big turner, you can do a double, whatever you want to do. You can do one, you can do two, or we'll do our stepping turn, which is also a very, very strong movement, and it gives a really good effect. So that's something we'll practice. And from here, you want to be over your leg, so your left leg comes down behind. And that's going to shoot your right leg out, and you're going to keep turning. So you've got a lot of momentum going here. If you're turning particularly, that'll keep you going. And again, we're going to go up to the corner and stepping forward on your right. This is a change of direction. I want you to jump this one a little, because the danger of keeping on the ground is kind of twisting your knee. So we're going to jump on our right foot, and the left is going to come through. So jumping right, and your left is going to pull you that direction. So you're jumping one direction, and you're landing to go straight to another. Makes sense. So for the new part, you've done your little step taps, and here you're turning, jumping through, and maybe we'll add a different pose here. Maybe let's do kind of a lunge here. And then we're jumping backwards and jumping on this foot again. And that is going to bring us to our almost final position. So there's going to be kind of changes of direction and a lot of momentum happening here. So that's something we definitely need to talk about and go into great detail in. So you're jumping here, and then you're going to come here and get ready to turn again if you're a turner. And if you're not a turner, then we have something for you anyway. So, and we have time for about 3 here once we come forward. And we're still going to keep turning, this time after we've done 3. And this is on your right leg, and it's your left leg that is pushing you off. And you're coming right back to where you started. And then we're going to do another turn, step, tap. So we haven't forgotten about our bachata. And then we're going to turn to the left, step, tap. And from here, we may not even tap. We may just get ready to go to the back. We'll be turning towards the back. And there, we're going to stay. And then there's this last kind of for me, in which we're just going to turn around and come to our audience. So kind of a why. Why is it never enough? So let's repeat that last part a couple more times. And then let's go through the whole thing. And then let's try with music, see what happens. See what happens. All right, so quickly the new part. So we did our step taps, bachata, so turning and jumping here, jumping to the right, coming back, and we're going to be turning here in the middle, and turn, step, tap, and turn, step, tap, turn to the back, and then to the audience. Okay, so let's do it once through without music, and then with music, and then unfortunately I also have to run, but we are going to pick it up next week, and we'll start a little earlier so we can get some real cleaning done, and you know, and give some alternatives to all of this too, because you know everybody's different, everybody's different styles. So walking in quietly, holding balance, and then you coming through, turning to the right, and going to this leg, stretching out to step on it, back, change this one out, and land on your right, listening, and kind of a mock bachata, chest circle, hip circle, listening, and the arms are coming through, bachata, step, tap, step, turn, and a little steps. You're gonna have to keep moving backwards. And the pulses here, and then pulses forward, and jumping and walking back this way, and going up to here. And this is squeezing or kind of brushing your great big beach ball. And here's our kind of tantrum pulsing. And we're getting more angry, bigger tantrum. And here's the big movement starting. Go to the corner. And so bring us into our lunges. And back here. Turning the bachata, one basic. And going to the back. And turning. And middle. And this is the one where our hip kind of drags forward. And tap change, left, tap change, sinking down on here, opening the arm, and so circle with your right, circle with your left, coming up here, and then stepping back. And here, our questions can be somewhere over there, and then a little higher. And turn the arms going up, step over, landing on your right, and then we're going to do a kind of grapevine to the side, and then we're going to engage our audience with our pulses here. Going above, and sitting on your left leg, and this is going to, not quite start a new part, but getting towards the end, so hopping back. Moving to the side, up here, and here's our jump, down, coming up, and we're going to turn, step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap, and going into the new parts, in here, and so we landed here. See, yeah, let's land here if we can, if there's enough time, we have to try with music. And then this one is kicking back and forward and getting ready for our last finale. And turn, tap, turn, step, tap. Go into backward turning if you have space. I'm going to do it on myself. I'm going to stop here and then come to your audience. Okay, let's give it a quick try with music, see if it works out. And we can always stop and repeat. This is practice, this is creation, it's not yet performance or prep for performance, something else we'll talk about.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Time
more or less. That's how it's going to go. And we will definitely meet up next week and go through everything. This is a little longer than our usual pieces, so we're going to take more time with it and really enjoy it and really get something nice together that I hope one day you'll perform it wherever you are, wherever it may be, even if it's just for you or for family. It'd be awesome. And feel free to send us anything if you want any feedback. We're always very open to that. If you want one-on-one, we just message us and we will get back to you to arrange that. So my Fireflies, with that, I wish you a wonderful weekend. If we don't see each other before that, I will see you on Monday, where we will continue. So, my biggest love to all of you. Bye-bye, Fireflies. Bye-bye. Thank you all.